Hi everyone, I'm about week 20 and this is the 11th to 17th of May, and this was just a much better week. We had some really good news, we had a load of plans, and we were going on holiday the next week and it was nice and sunny. So yeah, it was just a much more positive week. So yeah, I'll come around to the house stuff when we come to it, but I'm using the Welcome Spring collection from Echo Park this week. It's a 2022 collection, so slightly older. I say older, it's not that old, it's just because they bring out so many collections that they feel old. But yeah, it was a really nice collection to have, and it was just very bright and colourful with the pinks and blues and whites. And I used up all the 3x4s and all the 6x4s, so I just have the 4x4s left, so I do have to be a bit creative when I come around to using the rest of the collection. And you can see from that sticker sheet there really isn't much left on there. So I'll have to, again, be quite creative when I come around to it. But yeah, it's just nice to sort of use up an older collection, and therefore it went with this week really nicely. So the first two photos are actually two 3x4 photos put together. They do look like one. But the first picture is a picture of Joe with our friend's son. So we met up with our friends on the Sunday, went to the park, which was really nice. We just had ice creams and we just caught up on, hadn't seen them since, I think, last August or something, so not seen them for a while. But they obviously brought their two kids and they don't have social media or anything like that, so obviously I don't want to show him on camera or anything, so that's why there's a little post-it note over him. But it was just a really, really cute little photo of them both. And the photos next to that is a picture of me going for my little daily walk. Again, it's one of those things that when we move house, I won't be walking this walk anymore. So I thought it'd be quite nice just to keep documenting. I've got loads of photos of this walk, but just how frequent we walked it, really. I'm looking forward to trying to find another daily walk that I can do at the new house. But yeah, I just thought I'd include that. I am using quite a lot of these label stamps because there is no journaling elements to this collection. So I do need somewhere to write about what was happening. So you'll see me print quite a few of those out, and I'm just using a plain sort of pink washi tape just to put at the bottom as well. So yeah, as I said, the house, it's moved positively. So at first we got negative news, and they basically told us that the people that were below the people that died, they're not going to move out. They don't want to move out, and they were just going to hold off. I think with the next set of information, they were going to pull out of that sale anyway. I think they didn't want to buy it anymore because of the probate situation, how long it took. I think they thought, well, we might as well start hunting for new houses, and that's what they ended up doing. So the people below the top of the chain, they're pulled out of that sale now, and that house is going to go through probate and be put back up for sale. But the other people, they have now found another house which is vacant. So the people that we're buying off are going to have to wait for that sale to go through. They've got to do it all again. These 3 or 4 months again, basically, to buy a new house. But that has made our sellers, the people that we're moving into, they are going to move out because they're done. They've been going since September, and I think they just want to get their house sold. They'll be in rented accommodation until their house is ready. But it means that the chain can carry on as normal. So basically, our sellers are moving out into rented accommodation, and so the chain has been broken at them. And so we can, hopefully when we complete, we can move in, and then the bottom of the chain can carry on going as well. So luckily, they were happy to move out. Not really happy, but they were willing to move out. So that has made the chain carry on as normal. So that picture with the post-it note across there, it's just got the address on there, so that's why I blanked it out. But that just basically says, this is what's happened. They are moving out, so the chain can carry on. Please advise of another, completion date. So I'm hoping we're going to have another completion date in the next couple of weeks. However, we are going on 2 holidays. We're going to Ireland, and then we're back for a couple of days, and then we're off to Greece. So we won't be able to move until we come back from Greece, most likely. But we'll see. We're that week that we're home, we will just move if that's the only day that we can do. But obviously it'll be chaos in between, looking after the cats and stuff like that. So we'll just see. But it's back on track because of those people moving out. It means that we can just carry on as normal, and now we just need the bottom of the chain to sort of get their act together, and we can move forward and hopefully get another completion date. So it has been a whirlwind, but I'm just glad that they've they've decided to move out. Basically, it means that we can carry on packing. Obviously, I pulled out my Tunisia scrapbooking stuff on Friday, and then to find out on Tuesday that actually we're going to still go ahead, I'm now a little bit like, why did I move so quickly? But it's fine. I will get it done and I'll see what happens. If it takes me over into the new house, great. If not, I'll get it finished before we move. As I said, I don't think we're going to be able to move before we go on holiday. So it's still got a week or so to try and get it done. So yeah, that's the good news of the house. So the other photo is a picture of my ice cream, and that was just me celebrating a nice Tuesday, finding out that information. So yeah, that's just a picture of me sitting on my decking eating my ice cream. Then we got another nice surprise in the post. When we got married, we decided to put our flowers, my bouquet and some sunflowers that my mum grew for the wedding, in resin, and to be preserved basically, and they finally came back. So it's taken nearly 10 months, but for good reason really. It's a single mum, and it's her only business, it's her only source of income, and throughout it all she was going through a horrible divorce and things, so she did really apologise for the delay. But obviously for me, I'm not that bothered. They'll come when they come. It really wasn't a big thing for me, but she sent me a lovely card to say thank you for being patient, and yeah, they were just so nice. So these two pictures are of them, and we've got like a square sort of block for my bouquet flowers, and then we've got like a little paperweight, a sphere paperweight for the sunflowers that my mum grew in memory of Joe's sister that passed away. So that's a really nice keepsake to have for our new house. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So those came. I did have a little sticker that came on the box, so I'm going to put that in the middle of them, and it's the name of the brand of her business. And the card that she got me, I'm going to just slip it in the back, but I don't put it in the video, but I'm going to do it off camera. It's just a really nice card, and as I said, it was she works so hard, and I'm glad that her business is really sort of moving up. She's really busy, which is always nice. But yeah, so that was a nice thing to have in the post. And that's pretty much it for the first part of the week. As I said, it was a whirlwind first part of the week with all sorts of things going on. But we made the best of it, and as I said, the good news came. So yeah, I'm expecting to still be able to do my Tunisia album, so you'll probably see that before I move. As I said, because of the holidays, it's not really ideal to move in the middle, because we've also, that week is a bank holiday week, the week that we're home, so it's only a Tuesday to Friday week, which makes it even harder. So we'll just see. We have got some things to do around the house before we can actually move, so it's not like we're not standing still. We have loads of stuff to do, so we've still got bits and pieces. But yeah, it's just very positive that we can carry on where we were basically, and that we don't have to think about being here for the next 6 to 9 months. We haven't sold everything. There is still furniture and stuff, so we still need to collapse a lot of furniture. Our sofas are being taken away next week, so there is still things that need doing. But obviously we were in the mindset that we were going to be moving. We got given the 16th of May as a date, and that's where it all came about, that it all sort of fell apart, and now we're just going to have to wait for another one. But anyway, I'm just happy that it's still going ahead, and hopefully June will be the month that we can move, basically. I've got a really busy June, so I'm hoping I can keep up with everything, but potentially I've got a new house, I've got my nephew being born in June, and then also I'm busy every single weekend, and I've got a holiday as well, week holiday, so it's just gonna be chaos. But hopefully I can keep up with everything, and I've got videos in the bank sort of thing to keep me going, but I might have to disappear for a bit just in case things really do get too busy for me. But I'll keep you updated, and I hope you enjoyed this part, and I'll be back soon. Bye.